Greetings, everyone. Thank you for watching. Uh, Nick Harrison here, One Nick Love. Again, this video is in conjunction with Ivan's video. The category, the topic for today or this week is the higher dimensional self. So again, this is the Healer series. This is our third video. First topic we spoke on was the energetic body. The second topic would be the higher dimensional self. So I really wanted to speak on these in the beginning specifically so that our viewers can really interpret, understand what is happening, what's going on outside of the visible light scale, what's going on up here, soul level stuff, soul level communication, and just try to hone it down, try to chunk it down for a better, quicker, easier understanding. The higher dimensional self video we did with Ivan got pretty deep. There's a lot in there. It turned out that this is a much bigger topic, much bigger subject than what we. I mean, I knew it was big, but I didn't think it was this big. So, but anyways, so yeah, thank you for watching. In this video, I really wanted to share more personal experiences, some things that I've experienced in my own path, in my own relationship with my own soul, and just how those parts of me, those aspects of me, would really kind of come down and I wouldn't say, you can't really call it interference. The human may interpret it as interference, but it just is. You know, the higher self, the soul, Gaia, all this out here can override timelines and can override experiences. And I wanted to share how I've come across those things. The human self, my human aspect of me, would be like pissed off, like what the F, man, this is but come later, a month later, 2 months, 6 months down the road, yeah, they're already showing me some stories to tell. So yeah, I'll share my own experiences on how this up here is kind of translates or has affected my physical experience. And I've got some pictures that I've shared in Ivan's video. I'm gonna share some pictures today as well. So I'm gonna start my screen share. Just bear with me. Just give me 1 second here. All right, so just to give you a visual here are some pictures that I've come across, some pictures that I've used in my own sessions to explain the physical self, the higher self, the higher dimensional self, or soul, or oversoul. So I did share these in Ivan's video, but let's pick this one first. All right. So here we are. Okay, we got black. Let's go to blue today. Is it gonna let me go to blue? There we go. Okay, so if you watched Ivan's video, okay, so here we are. Let me make that a little thinner. Okay, here is our soul, and all of these are our other parallels. Okay, above that we have our, I am presence, or really the oversoul, and then soul group. So you hear a lot of this out here about twin soul, twin flame, soulmate, all that jazz. There are actually higher levels of those similar type relations or similar type connections. So you have, us, our higher selves that are 144th chakra, up here. and from the parallels, or from the, sideways per se, is our us and our twin souls. All the twin souls share the same chakra system. Okay, so we're actually right up here. All the twin souls share the same chakra system. So we're talking really like above this. This is where we're going with. This is what we're talking about. Okay, so we'll go back to the gallery. Okay, now let's pick this guy right here. Okay, now let's go red. Okay, so this would be the physical self. Okay, this would be the higher self, and this would be the multidimensional self. Okay, from a healed person, that's what this would categorize. Okay, all of this up here, whether we like it or not everyone's always in agreement with this, but this calls the shots. This is where soul agreements, soul contracts, lessons, all of that, it's all being observed here and here prior to here. Okay, it's very, very pretty much, I don't even want influential, but it influences dang near everything. Okay, so this is what I've been referring to when we discuss the higher dimensional self, all this jazz up here, all that jazz. Okay, so we'll go back to the gallery. Now let's pick this guy. Okay, so let's see here. Soul extensions. Okay, soul fractals. You are a fractal of another fractal. And if you were to look down, okay, the top view, we got all this over here. Okay, so you got fractal in the center, goes out to another fractal, goes out to more fractals, fractals everywhere. It's just a big old fractal party. Okay, and it just goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. Okay, so you see what the higher dimensional selves, and there's even lines above that and above that. So just kind of give you visuals of where we're at. Okay, so you start down here, these guys are soul fractals. Above here, you'll have another layer of fractals, and above here, you'll have another layer of fractals and another layer of fractals. And all of this is what calls the shots down here. Okay, so I'm just going to be kind of quick with this in Ivan's video. I believe it was Prime Creator. I came through to just, really share how big this subject, or how big this topic can be. Is we all come from the same place. We all are, the law of one. This is how the compression, the processes happen up here. For one of these to incarnate into the physical, and so on and so on and so on and so on. Okay, so hope you got your notepads out. Hit the pause button. Hope you got other tabs open. You can check this out. This is very much educational. So yeah. Now I am going to share some stories on how this has influenced my own personal experiences in my own life. So I will share a quick story. Many moons ago, in the evenings and the weekends, I worked at an Italian restaurant. It was about on and off, about 8 years. I'd quit, come back, quit, come back, quit, come back. I was really close with the managers of this particular restaurant. They were friends of mine. So whenever it got busy session or holidays, whatnot, you make, every day being payday, it was great. Well, yes and no. Every day being payday is a blessing and a curse for anybody who works in the service industry. Make a couple $100, blow a couple $100. What's the big deal? I'll go make another couple $100 again. Not a big deal. And then spend it again, make it again, spend it again, make it again, spend it again. So there was one day I had gone out, kind of a late night, and I had work the lunch shift the next morning. This restaurant lunch shift was kind of like early. It's like you got to come in at like 10 o'clock is compared to lunch shift. So I had to be there early. And this was, I don't think I had my Reiki attunement yet. Maybe I did. I think I was Reiki 1, but I wasn't a Reiki master yet. And I'm sitting there on my computer. I'm doing some stuff real quick. I got to start getting ready for work. And I got the message, call in sick. Call in sick. Like, what? I was already tired. Been a late night. Wasn't really feeling it. I was like, yeah, what's the big deal? I'll make this money back up again. No harm, no foul. Call in sick. Now, when I called in sick, this was the manager I wasn't cool with. And he's like, Nick, he's like, I'm going to need, he says something. He's like, I'm going to need a doctor's note to come back to work. So rather than just having like one doctor's note to excuse you for that one day, basically what he had said is that, oh, if you're sick, you can't handle food, and you're off the schedule, you're off until you come back with a doctor's note to return to work. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what? Like that? I'm like, okay, all right, fine. So I just figured, okay, well, I guess I'm off of work for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, till whenever as soon as I can get to the doctor, show that I was okay to get back to work, and then provide that doctor's note. So I was on the schedule for like 3 or 4 days in a row since I called in, and I went to the doctor, got a doctor's note on like that. This was like, I want to say a Saturday. I got the doctor's note on Wednesday. Call again. Hey, manager, boss, I got my doctor's note. I'm ready to come back to work. And he's like, oh, well, you didn't come in that Sunday. You didn't, I just had you down as a no call, no show. I had you down on as a no call, no show. So, you're pretty much done. I was like, what? I totally could have probably, pressured it, charged whatever, challenged that I lost employment in that manner that I did. But the second he was like, yeah, so you're just, basically, in other words, you got promoted to customer. Yes. Best position in the whole place. I get to come and go as I please. But yeah, I got fired. I got fired from the hit call in sick. So the first chain, call in sick. Second one, the whole, oh, you need a doctor's note to get back to work. Then 3 or 4 days of being scheduled and not, my interpretation was as I needed a doctor's note to get back to work. And the manager that told me this then said that I was a no call, no show for those days, and then, fired me. It sucked at the time. It sucked pretty bad. I wasn't expecting it. I didn't really have any other sources of income. I had another kind of lightweight server restaurant job. That restaurant was actually closed at the time. They were doing remodel, so I couldn't exactly just get right back to work. Yeah, it was really bad. Maybe some time after that, I had realized that through sessions and through meditations and through work, that was my own higher self that told me, sent the message to call in sick, because my higher self knew I would no longer be working there if I did that. If I did not call in sick, and if I showed up to work and I continue to show up to work and I continue to show up to work, probably even today, I'd probably still be working there. I would have never have quit this job. That's just how it was at the time. It was very much in the physical, my human self's like, hey man, I need some Federal Reserve notes. I need to make some money. The higher self, the higher dimensional self's like, this is weighing you down. But I didn't see it as that at that time. I was still in my human vision, my human interpretations of experiences. I wasn't all picking all this up just yet. But yeah, all this up here sees all that stuff. So that's one experience where up here had pretty much showed me or sent, and I don't want to say interfere, but kind of along the lines of interfere, of like something that's very, very unexpected in the human Inhuman 3D world. That came from up here. So that was one story. That was pretty bad. But ultimately good. So there was another one where, oh man, this day was pretty shitty. In the line of work that I did, I very much had to kind of get collect, had to bug other colleagues that I would work with. I had certain agreements with a handful of different other sales professionals, other self-employed professionals. I was self-employed, and for a moment in time, I was kind of getting a you can call it a salary, but like 3 months, 6 months contract work where I would get $3,000 a month, $4,000 a month, $5,000 a month. But that person literally had to write me a check and issue me a check every month. And that's how I had gotten paid during this moment in time. Not last summer, probably the summer before. And so I remember this. There was one day where I wanted to go to a concert. I wanted to go to a show out in Santa Cruz. It's a bit of a drive. I want to go check in, get a room, have a good time. And I was like, all right, well, Federal Reserve note's kind of light right now. It's kind of tight. But you know, it's cool. It's Friday. I got to collect the check from this dude, collect the check from this dude, collect the check from this guy. I was like, yeah, that's like $8,000. Like I'll be good. I'll be good. So going about my business. It's a Friday. I kind of already had my day planned out. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna reach out to this dude. I'm gonna reach out to this dude. I'm gonna reach out to this gal, and then I'm gonna shoot over the hill and I'm gonna enjoy myself. Be a good time. Well, every single person that I had met with to like, hey man, you know, it's the end of the month. You know, what are we looking at? You know, I have some expenses. I got some bills to pay. They're like, oh, this particular day was a Friday. Like, oh, well, you know what? Like, I'm still waiting on this. Is it all right if I write you that check on Tuesday next week? Is that all right if I write you that check? And these are people that I work with at the time, work with every day. It's people that I'm close with. I didn't want to pressure them into what wasn't comfortable for them. If it wasn't comfortable for them to write a check, I wasn't going to be like, oh, come on, man. What about if just, you know, just half or, you know, I was, oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, no problem. It's all good. Yeah. Tuesday, no worries. Tuesday. We'll go and do it on Tuesday. In that conversation, in that moment where actually the first one I think was the girl, I had seen a big black orb over her shoulder. So I saw a negative lower astral being interfering with her right in that moment to get her to trick her thought pattern into, yeah, not really cool or not really comfortable writing Nick a check right now. Yeah. Let's do it Tuesday. I saw this big ass fucking black orb over her shoulder. That was the first one. Okay, in my head, no problem. I've got to collect from a couple other people. No big deal. Sure. I go to the next guy. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, how are things? Yeah, cool. All right. You think I can get a check today? Is it cool? Is it gonna mess you up? Bam! Another black orb. This dude had like 2 or 3 kind of smaller black orbs pop up behind his head, in his energy field. These ones I could definitely pick up were non-human. I'll just put it at that. They were non-human. Same thing. And it's like, yeah, you know, can I cut you that check next week? And that second time I saw it, I realized this is blatant interference. This is blatant interference from stuff out here trying to interfere with my exchange of Federal Reserve notes. That was the second one. And the third one, I think the dude was just like cash. Again, same thing. When I went to that place, to the third guy, later in the day, usually he would leave like $800 in a drawer, cash, and that's hey man, he'd send me a picture. And then I on my way, I text him, I'm like, hey man, how are we looking? He's like, yeah, sure, it'll be there, it'll be there. I go into the drawer, I go in his office, I had a key, I go to the drawer, there was no cash. I was like, and then he texts me back, hey man, it's a little tight. Like while I'm there, hey man, it's a little tight. Is it cool if I get you next week? So wherever he was and driving at his place, another meeting or something, yeah, he for sure got interfered at that moment when it came to payday. So at the end of that day, I had like $50 in my pocket. Like it was tight. I was just like, son of a bitch. And then I think like tickets to that concert were like $20. So if I still went to the concert, I still could have gone. I still could have spent 20 of my $50 to at least enjoy myself and have a good time, but I wouldn't be able to stay the night. I just have to head back home. So just to kind of give you an idea, even in those moments, in those circumstances, if there's stuff up here going on, your higher dimensional self, that's like, nope, you're still within your soul contract. You're still within your soul agreement. You have to learn from not having Federal Reserve notes now. That's what was going on up here. That's what the agreements, that's what the all of the communication was up here to interfere. And the soul permits it for the human self to be in a impoverished or a broke space. And that shit sucked. My human interpretation's like damn man, can I catch a break? And I've got multiple stories of similar situations, but just kind of give you an idea. That's how the higher dimensional selves can and the beings that it communicates with and the beings that it works with, not just us, not just me, but same for these other participants, these other people, their higher dimensional self, same thing, allowed in the interference, allowed in the lower astral being to block Federal Reserve note energetic exchange. This took me a long time to identify when this was happening. The higher dimensional selves just kind of like, no, not happening. Positive charge or negative charge goes both ways. Took me a long time to be able to identify these when it would happen. It took me a long time to really be disciplined in my mental and emotional state when these moments would happen, not get pissed off and scream, yell, whatever, when interference would happen. And 3, ultimately just getting to a place of acceptance and just realizing like, damn, like really, like it's all out here before it comes into. There was a red light that just went, yep, right there. I don't know if y'all see it, but it was right there. Where's that coming from? Oh, it's coming. There's that's the switch to the light for the room. Is blinking because it's picking up the sensor movement. It's behind this light. I'm like, damn, what's up? Am I really talking too loud? All these lower astral beings already out for me. Damn. Oh, did that move? Shit, did that move? No, this camera picked up a movement. Anyways, so yeah, I've this has been my experience of these, and by the way, it's all temporary. It's all temporary, even in these moments of agreeing with lower astrals interferences and lower astral interacting with us in the manner that they do. We give it permission. We give that permission. If there's a lesson to learn from a being in a impoverished state, if there's a lesson to learn from getting fired over some bullshit, if there's a lesson to learn from a breakup, if there's a lesson to learn from an argument, it's all already exchanged and agreed upon in the from the higher dimensional selves. So, yeah, it's all lessons, it's all tests, and it's all how the soul is compressed to learn. The soul is compressed to learn through positive charges and through negative charges. And yeah, I just wanted to, I hope this helps. I hope this, sharing what I've picked up, sharing what I've developed. I had to be in impoverished states. This is Soul's doing. I had to be in impoverished states to learn what I've learned. If I was in an affluent state, and many years prior, I had been in a very, very affluent state, made a lot of Federal Reserve notes. You don't learn the same things. You don't go through the same tests. You don't go through the same challenges from a, a place with a lot of Federal Reserve notes compared to a place with smaller Federal Reserve notes, or at least lesser amount of Federal Reserve notes. So yeah, and that part of my soul contract, that part of my soul agreement has been complete. Um, and and yeah, from that state, I was able to pick up what I've picked up. I was able to pick up and learn and process and ultimately share from those soul agreements and soul contracts in in the last recent years. So yeah, sorry if I was a little quick on the photos, but we you can watch the Ivan video. I'll link it, and you can kind of tap into that too. And even if you got to watch these things a couple times, um, watching Ivan's videos multiple times. When we get a private session with him, I'd watch them multiple times. As you'll pick up things that you didn't hear the first time, um, 2-3 times, and same with the one that we're going to share that's going to be released on I believe Thursday. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for uh, listening. I hope this helps. And thank you to there's probably been a good handful of people that have actually ordered sessions, some distance sessions through either my Fiverr link, my Fiverr offering is the shorter, affordable offering, and to the people that have booked with my full service offering. Uh, pardon me. Even in the handful of sessions that I've done now recently, since we've been posting the YouTube videos, um, I've picked up more tools. I've picked up more techniques. There's way more things I've just in these handful of sessions that I've kind of gone beyond what a previous energy session, even the video that I put, previous energy sessions that I've done. So yeah, they equally help me out too. Even the exchange is happening beyond a Federal Reserve note exchange. Federal Reserve note exchange is really like the after effect, after the recourse of the energetic exchange. And we'll do more videos on that too. So in the future. But yeah, so this one, we'll keep it kind of short tonight. But thank you so much. I hope this helps, and thank you for watching. I'll link Ivan's video, and I'll link other uh, videos below this as well. So I appreciate it. Blessings. Thank you, and have a good day.